Greetings, my fellow FNMA and Freddie warriors. So, I would like to answer the question, and why do we want stock price to go higher? Somebody would say, like, okay, they want stock to go higher so they can, sell out and to pull the stocks out of the and sell their position on a higher price. No, that is not correct. First, we don't want to sell because company will pay the dividends. By my calculation, the dividend should be between $3 and $12. You can see in the other videos. And so if I sell the stock now on 12 and I know that I will receive dividends on $3, so like that is like 4-year dividend. Do I want sell the stock that I believe that it will give me like 25% yield, like in dividends plus the growth of the stock? No, it is like no, period, no, no. But why do it is important for me for stock to go up? Very small part is personal ego. I want to see it higher. I want to see better number on my account, but that is irrelevant. Like you cannot put in the personal desire into a trade. You can, but then you're wrong. You're making a big problem for yourself. So no, the real reason why I want stock price to go up is because I believe that Bessent and Howard are trying to sell the warrants, because they said that they will sell the warrants in order to they can pull out $30 billion for the wealth fund. If they want to pull out $30 billion for a wealth fund, they can do it by selling the warrants, and warrants are directly correlated with the price of the share. So right now, if the share price is 12, what is the value of the warrant? Okay, let's say that it is the same price as the share, 12. And in order that they have $30 billion, they need to sell shares, because they have and they said that they have 5% they want to sell. They need to sell the share on and warrant for around $50. 50 times how much it was, like 80%, let's say 500, they want to sell 5% out of those 80%, and out of the 10 billion shares, so that is like 500 million warrants they want to sell. They need to obtain for 30 billion. For $30 billion to sell 500 million shares, they need to sell it for $60 per warrant. And what is going on now? Now we have price of $12, and they have the problem to sell something for $50 when the market value is 12, and they have the problem to sell it. That's why you see the sparks. They want to push the price up, this and that, and they will not release Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac all until they have the price of the share of 50 or 60, or at least that they are able to sell the warrants for 50 or 60. If they don't have the $30 billion, they are not selling it, period. They are postponing the whole process. So that is the problem they have. And we, as the shareholders, have the problem that we cannot push the stock up because of the short sellers. They are cutting the price down. Like I'm looking at the volume, at the prices, and they are selling small lots very fast. They decline the price, and it is a problem. It is a problem for us investors, not because the price is low, but because the IPO is postponed because of that. It is postponed because they don't want to release it. They don't want to release it until they have the price 30 billion for wealth fund. So that is a big problem. So what we need to do is actually to try to push the price up. how with the good news, with the good ideas, spreading the message. And in case that they can push the price up, then they will release it. I believe, frankly, if the price was like $50, $60 like 3 months ago, 2 months ago, the IPO would happen. And I also believe, because they saw that they have the problem with taking that money, because nobody want to pay $50 a warrant or $60 a warrant when the stock is 12. So they go on option B, in my belief, that they will uplist the the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to the New York Stock Exchange, so over the counter, because if we go over the at New York Stock Exchange, much bigger pool of the buyers will be able to buy it on one side. On the other side, then the other big companies will be able to invest, and it will be different ball game. Even if everything else is not settled, if it is not in IPO, if just release it and uplist it, it is good. And then when the price goes up, then they can take and sell the warrants. When it is completely released, Pulte will be able to take and do the buybacks of the shares. And when he do the buybacks of the shares, when he do it, not if, when he do it, company that has let's say just Fannie Mae, company that has $70 billion profit can put on a side 12 billion money instead to pay the dividends, to pay the to do the buyback. Can you imagine the price of the share if the Pulte do stock buyback for $1 billion per month? That is only like from 17, they can put 12 every month, 1 billion. Can you imagine the price of the share? And at that point of time, so they still have 70 billion, 70%, 75% of the warrants. They release only 5 in order to push the whole process. Pulte, they can do the stock buyback, and price will skyrocket with $1 billion buyback per month. Then they will take and sell another chunk of the warrants, but they will sell to big institutions. And when they sell to big institutions, it doesn't go on the market. Those big institutions put in the funds, put in the ETFs. We don't see those shares ever, and that will happen. I believe that will happen. That is my opinion. And at that point of the time, when they accumulate and do the buyback for $12 billion, then they can take and sell some part of it. So they done the buyback, the stock went to $1,000. Then they do the sell of the stock, because the company, when it is known that it will go in S&P 500, then they do the sell the stocks they have in a company treasury for $1,000 instead now to 12. And they sell, create the money, pull out the money from the stock market, pay off junior preferred shares, clean that debt, and then after that you have like just the game. But the whole idea is that they will try to pump the price. They try to do it with the news. They fail because it's over the counter, and it is like stock manipulation. If they fail, they go the other path. If you cannot scratch here, and if this year don't go, you can go from here. That's what they're doing. So it is just a matter of time. But I believe that first it will go uplist, and they will, after that it goes buyback when it's buy. So first uplist, second is the stock goes to 60. They officially do the IPO. Then the Pulte do the stock buyback. It goes to 1,000. They take and sell some, put the dividends, government sell so the government will have $25 billion. So that is two and a half. They will have. So if the stock go to a 1,000 and they can do it with buyback, they will have 25%. 25%, that is 2.5 billion shares that are on a $1,000. That is 2.5 trillion. So they can effectively, with the buybacks, $1 billion per month, push it up, sell it, have $2.5 trillion cash, plus 50% of the company still. So stay well. FNMA and Freddie Mac.